You ever look back and think, man, if I just started that one habit a few years earlier, my life would be so different right now? Yeah, that thought hits hard. Because deep down, we all know it's not the big things that change our lives, it's the small habits we repeat every single day. So today, I want to share 10 habits I wish I started sooner, the ones that would have saved me years of frustration, confusion, and wasted potential. Let's dive in. The first habit I wish I started sooner, journaling my thoughts every day. I used to underestimate it. Writing felt pointless, like, how is scribbling words in a notebook going to change anything? But I was wrong. When you start writing every morning, just 10 minutes, something strange happens. You begin to hear yourself clearly. You stop reacting to emotions blindly. You understand what's really going on inside your head. It's like therapy with a pen. You track your growth. You see patterns, the good, the bad, and the ones holding you back. If I'd started this habit years ago, I would have made fewer emotional decisions and grown way faster. The first habit I wish I started sooner, journaling my thoughts every day. When you start writing every morning, just 10 minutes, something strange happens. You begin to hear yourself clearly. You stop reacting to emotions blindly. You understand what's really going on inside your head. Second habit, reading at least 10 pages a day. Sounds boring, right? But think about it, in a year, that's 3,650 pages. That's like 10 books. 10 new perspectives. 10 mentors you didn't have before. When you read daily, your mindset shifts. You start connecting dots faster. You notice patterns in human behavior, success, failure, and you begin to think differently than the average person. Most people waste hours scrolling on their phone. Reading for just 15 minutes puts you ahead of them by miles. If I'd started earlier, I would have avoided so many mistakes, because the answers I was searching for were already written in someone else's book. Third, waking up early on purpose, not by accident. Not the 5 a.m. grind thing, I mean waking up before the noise begins. Before everyone else's opinions flood your mind. There's something powerful about those early hours. You're calm, focused, clear. You're not reacting, you're creating. For years, I used to wake up late and rush into the day, feeling like I was already behind. That constant anxiety ruined my focus. Now, when I wake up early, I control the day, instead of letting the day control me. Trust me, it's not about being a morning person. It's about creating a mental advantage before the world wakes up. Fourth, doing one uncomfortable thing every single day. This one changed everything. Most of us stay trapped because we avoid discomfort. We avoid the awkward conversation. We avoid the gym. We avoid starting something new because we don't feel ready. But here's the truth, growth doesn't happen in comfort. When you do one small uncomfortable thing daily, like making that phone call, saying no, posting that idea, or taking that cold shower, you train your brain to stop fearing discomfort. Over time, what used to scare you becomes normal. And once discomfort becomes normal, there's nothing you can't do. Fifth, tracking my time like it actually matters. Because it does. I used to tell myself I was busy, but when I finally tracked my day, I realized I wasn't busy, I was distracted. 2 hours lost to social media. 1 hour scrolling through YouTube for inspiration. Time is the most valuable currency we have. When you start tracking it, even just writing down how you spend your hours, you become brutally honest with yourself. Suddenly, you start protecting your time like it's gold. Because it is. Sixth, speaking kindly to myself. This one sounds simple, but it's powerful. For years, my inner voice was brutal. Every mistake felt like proof that I wasn't enough. I used to motivate myself through shame, thinking being hard on myself would make me better. It doesn't. You can't grow in a mindset built on self-hate. You grow when you start believing you deserve better. When I changed how I spoke to myself, even slightly, everything shifted. Confidence, relationships, motivation, all of it. The way you talk to yourself shapes your reality more than you think. 7th, investing in skills instead of stuff. I used to spend money on things that made me look successful instead of becoming successful. Shoes, clothes, gadgets, temporary highs that fade fast. But every dollar spent on learning a skill, communication, editing, business, design, psychology, those things compound. Because skills can't be taken away. They pay you for life. If I'd started investing in skills sooner, I would have built a foundation of freedom much earlier. 8th, spending more time alone. When you're young, being alone feels like a punishment. You think you need constant company to feel alive. But solitude isn't loneliness, it's clarity. When you're always surrounded by people, you absorb their noise, their opinions, their doubts. You forget who you are. Spending time alone helps you remember. You reconnect with your own voice. You start doing things for you, not for approval. If I'd learned that sooner, I would have stopped trying so hard to fit in. 9th, saving and investing money early. Money isn't everything, but let's be honest, it gives you choices. The earlier you start saving and investing, even small amounts, the faster you build freedom. Not luxury, freedom. The freedom to say no. The freedom to take risks. The freedom to walk away from toxic situations. I wish someone told me that every dollar wasted on impressing people is a dollar stolen from your future self. And finally, number 10, being consistent even when no one's watching. That's where real success is built. Not when you're motivated. Not when people are clapping for you. But when it's boring, lonely, and you still show up. That's the habit that separates dreamers from doers. I used to quit too soon, because I wanted quick results. But nothing great grows overnight. The gym, your goals, your mindset, they all reward consistency, not intensity. If I'd learned that earlier, I'd have saved years of stop-start progress. So here's the truth, every one of these habits is simple. None of them are flashy. But if you commit to even 2 or 3 of them today, your future self will thank you deeply. Because 5 years from now, you'll either say, I'm glad I started, or I wish I had. The choice starts now. If this video hit something inside you, don't just move on. Pick one habit. Just one. Start it today. And when you do, drop a comment below and tell me which one you chose. If you found value here, hit like, subscribe, and share this with someone who needs that push. Because one small habit, started today, can change everything.